Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Eric, and today in this video, episode 6 is here. Finally, after so much time, it is finally here. Now, you might be wondering, what are these cool blue things? This is the edge of the map. So, yeah, we've been busy. We got a corner somehow, and yeah, we've been busy. So. It's not just this, we've also been grinding a ton. F-top, this, you might be wondering, why have you guys dropped down in so much value? We haven't even placed, like, barely any of our spawners. We've only placed our IGs, and that's about it. And, right now, this is gonna be our new base, because our old base, it's meh, but I'm a little worried that it's gonna get raided, and this base is just gonna be easier to keep. So instead of having to deal with 3 walls, well, 3 sides of 3 different separate wall pieces, and I only have to deal with 2, so it's gonna help me out, the faction out. So, yeah, we're gonna be trying to get F-top 2, possibly 1, but I very much doubt it. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Roll the intro. Okay, so, here's our plan. We have 4 chunks. This is going to be a 4-chunk base. Pretty self-explanatory. And it's going to be a good base. And this video, it's going to be explaining how to make a base. If you guys remember, in the 3rd video, I think, or I can't even remember myself. That's how much has gone by. In the 3rd or 4th video, we have explained how the basic commands. So now, this is gonna be once you get some money. So now, you're not obviously gonna be in a corner, and if you do somehow get a corner, you're lucky. I'm just doing it for the purpose that we have one. So, we're gonna be taking advantage of it. So, once you have a ton of money, and it depends what you want to do, to be honest. I'm gonna do obsidian, but it's really just up to you what you want to do. Okay, so we did take a small cut, but basically depending on what you want to build out of, you're gonna wanna, so since we have a 4-chunk base, if you guys remember, I did state, you're gonna want to go outside of the chunk. Now I'm using badline chunk borders, but if you don't use badline, you could do it in vanilla, and the only thing you need to turn on is particles. These red dots, as I said in my first video, they represent the chunk that you are in. And you're going to want to make it so that it goes outside of it. Not inside, outside. So you're going to want to go from this corner and just go all the way up to max height. So guys, okay, I know I said max height, but here's why I don't want to make it max height. So, okay, I was going to say we are back, which we are, but if you make it max height, the water is going to be right here, which is going to make it very awkward to water all of your walls, therefore it's just going to be annoying. So, just don't bother making it at 256, make it at 255. So, once you got this down, since our base is going to be 4 chunks, we're going to want to go out 1 chunk, 2 chunk, come around, 1 chunk, 2 chunk, come around, 1 chunk, 2 chunk, come around, 1 chunk, 2 chunk. So it's just going to be a big hula hoop around the chunks. And your base does not need to be 4 chunks, might I add. Our base is only going to be 4 chunks because we have the power to do that. But yours does not need to be 3 chunks, 2 chunks, whatever. It doesn't need to be. That's just what we are choosing. Depending on how much power you have, depending on how big your base will be. So we are done. Nope. Oh, I am an idiot. I just wasted so much money. Right? Okay. Well, whatever. once you have done making this shell, you can do it from two different ways. You can go all the way down and follow it 2 chunks out, or you can just follow the line that you made. But you have to place it on the bottom of the obsidian block, not the top, because then that would make the top layer, which we don't want to do quite yet. That's what we did on my main base that we have currently. And it wasn't a bad idea, don't get me wrong, but it kind of disabled us from doing one thing. So once you do this, going all around your base, whatever you want to do, then we're going to move on to the second piece, which we will cut to right now. Okay guys, so once all of your walls are in place, you're going to want to do a few things. Now, you can either start from the top or the bottom, but personally, once you finish making your walls, I would start on the bottom. You go on, you get some ice or water buckets, but ice works a lot better than water buckets, I will admit. So, you're gonna want to start from one corner and go all the way to the other with ice. Now, this part would be sped up, at least for you guys, but in reality, it's not. I'm just speeding up the clip. So, yeah, let's get to that. Okay, that was a very short clip. Oh, whatever. My my spawner breaker pick is silk touch, so that's not gonna do anything. So I'll have to get this pickaxe out. Hopefully this works. Okay then, that's just broken. Can I do my kits? I cannot. Well, I'm just gonna have to do. I'll just get a regular diamond pickaxe. Note to self: on your fortune pick, do not put telepathy 3. If you're gonna have one, of course, you don't need one. That's just a note to self. So, when you break that ice, it's gonna put water across. Now, this is gonna make your base harder to raid, and I wouldn't be doing this for no reason. This is straight up a good tactic to do. Once this layer right here is done, you're going to want to go across with the block you're choosing. Remember, do not use horizontal or any type of sand unless it's for your walls. If you're going to do anything, make it either out of cobblestone or obsidian. Now, technically this is preference, but when you're gonna make your base or anything, always buy any directional stuff. It will help out. And make sure to carry some sort of sand or something like that on you. It does come in clutch. So, this thing that we did right here, we're gonna want to do, we're going to want to do it one more time here. And we're also gonna be doing it on the roof. Now, if you do not do it on the roof, it could break everything you decide to do. So once again, we're just gonna speed up the clip. Okay, so once again, let's break the ice. Going across. And just like that, your whole page is watered, at least from the inside. So now you're gonna want to do one more time horizontal, because I don't think you want to be living in water. And the reason why you want to do this defense is because it's called a reverse layer. If someone wants to get in your base, cannoning facts, they would have to shoot all the way up to this wall, or whichever wall they're shooting from, and they have to use it as a backboard. And there are more advanced cannons that can just shoot all the way up from wherever. But most reverse cannons, or reverse hybrid cannons they shoot, go through here, bounce off this wall, and go up, and they will nuke your whole base going up. And that's not fun. But, You got to do what you gotta do. And if you're gonna use obsidian, use it wisely. Don't use it fast like me. Because obsidian costs a lot. 48,000 per. Well, for 16, but 3,000 for one. So it's not that bad, but still. Now, once you're finished here, you can do whatever you want. You can either layer it one more time with water, and then if you're doing an obsidian base like me, put cobblestone. If you're doing a cobblestone base, make one layer obsidian. So, we are going to cut back once we're at the top of the base. So guys, once you're at the top of your base, this is what you want to do. Now, there's many things that you can do, but this one will pay off depending on how OP the faction server is that you're playing on. And it does sometimes come in clutch. Now, this block right here will signify that this whole roof right here, all this part right here, that you outlined in obsidian, will be made out of obsidian. But right here at this layer, you're gonna want water. So this is why I said before you do anything, think about this, because it's gonna pay off. So it depends on what you want to do, but if you want to do water and water, you can do that. So that's what we're gonna do. And this will help your base massively, depending on how OP the faction server is. Now, I'm not really doing this because I want to. I'm more doing this because, well, no, I'm actually more doing this that I want to, not that I have to. But I'm not too worried that I'm gonna get raided, no offense to anyone who plays this server. The only person who I would think possibly would raid us is F-Top1 with a balance of $29 million. That's heavy. And during this point, if you do play on our server here on .mc.net, it will start to lag because so many bots are updating. It's not my fault. It's just, this is how Minecraft works. Whoa, lag is real. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. Okay, so, we're back, and, what we're now gonna want to do, it, honestly, as I said, it depends what you want to do. You only have to do one layer, but if you're paranoid like me, you do two. Because this could save your whole base depending on how overpowered the server is. And if you want a server that's not very overpowered, come join. Come join us. Undead MC. Come on, join us. The IP is undeadmc.net. Come on, join it. It's not that hard. World's best faction server. Trust me, it is. All my lag. And it's not recording. This is just Minecraft. Not my GPU, not my RAM, not my anything. This is just Minecraft. Now, boom, 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 boom. Slash gen. Okay. Let's hope that this layer doesn't lag as much. I don't know what the lag was about that layer. I really don't know. And then once again ice, just like how we did on the bottom layer. Break it. And the reason why I don't want to do the top layer is because you wouldn't be able to do this part as well. So that's the mistake that I made on my first base, which really does suck, I will admit. but it doesn't add any coolness to your base. Like, it honestly just adds more protection. And then once again, you're gonna want to do this part. And then, yeah, like, that is your base. Now, it's not fully done, because you still have to make a lot of walls. But, I mean, your base would be like pretty protected, at least for most people. There's technically only a few people on the server that know cannoning, and most people don't. So honestly, take your time with base defense. If you're going to make an unclaimed base, that's where you need to be careful. Once you do this, I forgot, I need this pickaxe still. You break it, and then it goes poof down the whole base. And then, boom, someone now needs a TNT cannon, like a good one, to raid your base. But if you thought that was the end of the video, never. We still got a few more things that we need to add. Okay, nailed it. So, you don't want to put your base up against the border, as I've said once before, because it would be very easy to cannon it, and, yeah, I wouldn't want anyone to risk that. So, since, okay, it's gonna be different, but you're depending on what you want to use, but on most servers you would use netherrack, because you can break it with an efficiency 5 pickaxe. I think you can even break it with efficiency 4 if I'm not mistaken. So you're going to want to put it up against the border so that this will basically be a wall, but your border wall. Because there are some TNT cannons that can simply just TNT right through the border, come around, and just smack your base. And we don't want that. No, they're not very common anymore. They weren't common, to be honest, but they weren't fun, let's just say. Okay, perfect. And then once again, you're gonna want to be doing this part right here. So this is why you need your base to be trenched. Now you can make your base without it being trenched. I will admit you can, but it would leave you a big disadvantage because it would be very easy and cheap to raid your base. Oh, well, that's good, that's good. We love when that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then oxygen. And then once you're done this part, you're gonna want to put ice and break it, because water can flow over the border. Place your ice. Break your, oh, I forgot I can't break it with this pickaxe. Break, 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 break. The water will flow down, therefore making a wall but on your side to protect you. And that's practically your base. That is literally your base. Like, that, it's as easy as that. Like, to be honest, it's literally as easy as that to make a base. People, if you think it's that, if you thought it was harder, it's really not. It's just that simple. It doesn't take much effort, depending on what server you are on. But as I said before, this server, it's not pay to win. It's not like other servers, and I don't want to be throwing names around, but one of the most common ones that are pay to win is Cycle PvP. and the Archon. I don't even want to mention how pay to win those servers are, but it is what it is. So you got a great community here. Maybe not tons of people, but you will be able to see me, Ryan, Jerry, all of us on very often. And this base. It's completed. This base is done. It's literally as simple as that. And to wrap up this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys our old base. So let's cut to when we actually, not our old base, but our old big base. So I'll cut back to one once we get in the base. Okay guys, so this is the old base. Now it may not have changed much down here. The chests have, and the IG spawners sure have. You might be wondering, what is this? This was never here. This was a safety defense because we did have an insider in our faction, and we were just dividing everything up that was in our base because we didn't want them to just raid us over and over again. So sadly we had to have one. This is our Enderman and Creeper grinder. We put this to rest for I don't know, a few days. And we've divided this up with obsidian and trapdoors and water over the trapdoors. So if someone were to get in this part right here, they would only be able to get here. They couldn't go anywhere else. So it's big brain. Blaze farm. The parkour and stuff. I don't know what I should. This is our cow stuff. Thanks, Roman. By the way, Roman is actually playing. He joined, Mad Eaters, which was the second richest faction, and look who joined. Perfect timing. This is our zombie demon grinder. This is our storage plot. I won't be showing what's in here because if someone wants to raid us, go ahead, but all I'm saying is that this stuff could be complete and utter garbage. That's all I'm saying. Now, to officially wrap up the video, we will be opening a crate key. And it's a daily key, but you never know. You really never know. Here, things are unexpected. I could be winning a rank or a Poseidon key, but no, we're just gonna win a cow spawner. And, yeah. Cow spawners ain't that bad. It's really bad. But for starting off, it's actually pretty good. How am I doing on the leaderboards? Yeah, second. I haven't been playing much. There it is. That's the one and only. That's the one and only Indian. And there's more to come. There is more to come. Me and Ryan, we already have another idea of what we can do. And, well, I mean, I do. Ryan doesn't like the idea, but I do. It's gonna be fire. So, yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, people. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and be prepared for episode 7. I don't know what that's gonna be. That's probably just gonna be base defenses. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, that's the end. Bye.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.